The Yaks have made a great signing here. Power play's done. It's 49 for 2. Chose their lack of form with the bats and exactly why they had to go recruiting ahead of these vital playoffs. We've got 4 matches left, and what you're watching live right now is the eliminator. Whoever loses goes out. And this afternoon we'll have first v second with a direct route for either the Suda Prashim Royals or the Janakpur Bolts through to Saturday's grand final. And tomorrow we'll have that second qualifier, which will be the winners of this morning's game against the losers of this afternoon. It's the exact same as the IPL style playoffs. It's a system that works really well, rewards consistency and good play in the group stages, and hopefully the best team of the tournament will be crowned champions. We'll find that out over the coming 4 days. Yeah, was there something on this? Charit Visakar seems to indicate there was.
Sisto's off the mark. I think it's a system that works extremely well, particularly when there is as many as 8 teams in the group stages. I think where it falls short is when you go to a franchise competition where there's 5 teams, and then I don't think it works. It almost rewards the team that plays poor cricket and finishes 4th.
50's come up now. Bipin Rawal's had a really tricky tournament, hasn't he? Hasn't made many runs, and he's had a few difficult moments with the gloves. This wasn't an easy chance. It's a big deflection, but it should have been taken for me. Sisto dropped on none. Big moment in the match, you feel. It's the reverse again. Now there is a fielder out there. He'll be able to get back for a couple.
This is a stroke that Basisto has played throughout the tournament. It's been his major run scoring shot, the sweep and the reverse sweep, or the lap or the reverse lap. He does have the ability to come down the wicket and hit the ball down the ground, but he's very, very comfortable getting on bended knee against the spinners.
So the best power play of the tournament for the Yaks, despite losing those 2 wickets, and much of it thanks to the new recruit, Kulsawala, who's played with real style and panache, and no shortage of quality. Rick Gautam was dismissed caught behind, but then Kulsawala showed us all of his wares.
Zishan was the first man to go after the dismissal of Ritt. He's had 2 poor games at the top of the order. The Yaks are a bit like the old 4x100 relay teams who sort of have a team that takes them all the way to the finals, and then suddenly they bring in the big guns because this fella looks a good player.
I've no doubt. In fact, I remember one of the leagues that was here, Gyanendra Malla, I'm pretty sure, played with J. Kishan Kulsawala. So Gyanendra Malla will have had a big impact on that decision. He'll have recognised that Babra Hyatt has just shown no form whatsoever. Wanted to get the man up across the border from India, and he's had an immediate impact. It's 56 for 2. Now, Kushal Mala's been a bit hamstrung here, isn't he? He's refusing to bowl himself or Ranji Kumar, the other left-arm spin option, because of Kulsawala's prolific start. There is Gyanendra Mala, almost certainly played in the same team as Kulsawala during one of the other leagues that was here. 3 occasions Kulsawala's been here, 17, 18, 21 from memory. And you'd like to think that Mala's a pretty good judge of a player and a pretty good judge of these conditions. So we might have had a conversation with Babar Hyatt and said, look, Babar, you're not doing the business. We're going to need to get someone in. We had Shikhar Dhawan for the first 4 games, and now another Indian left-hander is coming in and doing the business, as Singh-Ratella's overs could be key here.
I just wonder, you know, in the first year of any competition, there's always going to be teething problems, and the management will sit down and say, right, what went well, what didn't go well, and then year 2 is always even better, even though whether that's possible, because this has been magnificent this first year. Just wonder whether this will be a point of discussion. And I know professional sport isn't fair, but I wonder if it is fair on those that have taken you all the way to the playoffs and then suddenly someone new comes within a team. Look at that, Lenny. They're after you again, yeah.
Not sure about that photo on the right. I look gaunt there. One who boosts Nepalese cricket on the world stage. That's very, very kind. Dandavad.
You look Irish on the one on the right because you look see-through.
I think that was probably one of the other gigs I've done here, where I've done 30 games in 12 days or something and hadn't slept for many a week. Too kind as always, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Telling you, there's not a small boundary out there.
has proved a little expensive despite that wicket. 65-64, so that's from as we look HD. We're in that kind of red-roofed building just to the left of the side screen. And then, as always, you get good reward down the ground, not because it's much shorter, it's very similar, but that tends to be where you want to score.
Obviously, the other thing, I know you don't like the word obviously, but it is obvious here in Nepal that the altitude that we're at. So 64 meters on the coast might seem a big hit, but here you get it in the air and it does the rest for you.
A couple of dots here. Visakar desperate to get out of his spell here. Just 2 deliveries left for him. Yeah, about 1,450 meters up in the valley. Get up into those hills pretty quickly. Get up above to even above 3,000 by road. Dragged down, hammered away. Kulsawala. An immediate impact into the tournament. And Visakar taking a bit of tap.
Again, the debate of matchups will be spoken about. Because Sharad hasn't bowled a lot, but he's definitely bowled because there is a dangerous left-hander at the crease. But surely, Kushal Mala has got to back himself against the new man.
Good delivery to finish, but he's been expensive. Sharad Visakar 1 for 37 for him. Yaks 74 for 2.
अब हरेक दिन delightful.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौ.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
This is Will Basisto striking at 120. Good numbers from him, but it's Jesh Kishan Kulsawala who is lighting up things for the Yaks in his first appearance. He was only announced at 8 a.m. this morning. And one thing I want to touch on, Ravi Bapar is at a brilliant tournament with the bats. He not have been a better sort of part-time option if Kushal Mala doesn't want to bowl the left-arm spinners because of the power hitting of the left-handed Kulsawala at the crease.
A very experienced performer in T20 cricket. He varies his pace. But we've been waxing lyrical about Kushal Mala's leadership. It's one of the 3 strings to his, or the 4 strings to his bow, I should say. It's been the one I've been most impressed with.
Dash a quick single, get home comfortably. How much of that comes down to the coaching and support staff planning the game the night before, or in this case maybe the morning before, because Kulsawala only announced this morning. Do they say to Kushal as he's going out, look, we can't bowl the left-arm spinners, wait till he gets out?
I certainly hope that that's not how it's said, that we can't bowl the left-arm spinners, because left-arm spinners have got left-handers out all through this tournament. Sweeper out there. Again, I mean, we don't want to mention ad nauseum this whole matchup thing, but it is. Matchups are crucial. Matchups are things that are spoken about at team meetings. Analysts pound information into you around matchups. But cricket is a forever evolving game. And a captain has got to sometimes make a decision based on feel and can't be reliant on a coach who's sitting off the side of the field. And hopefully your coach would make a captain knowing that he would trust him. Base taken off. So I would hope that those decisions are not made purely off the field.
Gorgeous scenes today, very clear day. You sometimes get at this time of year if there's snowfall up in the mountains, which there has been. Yeah, for me, Umesh Patwal, very much loved coach, respected coach here in Nepal, the former national team coach. I don't think he's the kind that would compel upon Kushal Malla that he can't do what he wants at all. In fact, I know him very well. I don't think he'd be like that. And I know there's a great team analyst for the Rhinos in Rajan, Momo Cricket as he's fondly known here in Nepal. So they'll have done everything, every piece of work you could imagine. But it is incredible to think we're 10 overs into the contest, we're yet to see left arm spin. I think that might be the first time in the tournament. And that's purely because of the threat of Kulsawala. And maybe a little bit of because of that wild card factor of him having come in so late as well. The Yaks are certainly more than in this game. If anything, they're ahead of the game at the halfway stage. It's time for the drinks break. Karnali, having been inserted to bat first, are 79 for 2.
Whitenerly. अब हर एक दिन delightful.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Curiosity dark? You निकाल्न easy. Surf Excel Easy Wash इसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ. Easy Surf Excel Easy Wash.
म त निर्धक्क छु. प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स छ साथ. अनि तपाईको
Prabhu Insurance, protecting your future.
Himsta for a complete home.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers. The gas hop sick your way of quality living.
Himsta for a complete home.
Delight Dairy Whitenerly. अब हर एक दिन delightful. DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस. आफूलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्.
Good as well. And we have to really talk about the composition of the side and also the fact that for the first time we've not seen left arm spin early in an innings. We've seen them open the bowling bowl the first 5 overs, but no signs of left arm spin, Darren.
No sign whatsoever, and I think what they did with the left-handers of Zishan and Kulsawala, they went for the off-spin, didn't they? And did it work? It picked up the wicket, Zishan Maqsood, but I thought going for 37 off his 4 was a strange decision from the Rhinos. And here's another one. This is a guy who bowls really well in the middle overs. I mean, so experienced. His T20 career, 486 matches. Ravi Bopara, he's been along that long. I actually played with Ravi Bopara for Essex many, many years ago.
You did mention that, Darren, sometime back as well off air that in 2004 he had made his Essex debut, I remember. Just backs away. Bosisto has looked good. This partnership worth 44. Is it an unwritten rule, Darren, that with 2 left-handed batters or a dangerous left-handed batter in the middle, you'll want to avoid having a left-arm spinner in operation?
A strange one, isn't it? These matchups now, the analysts have taken over the game.
And immediately the experience comes to the fore, on target, right on the money, Ravi Bopara.
Ravi is a good friend of mine, and he's someone who doesn't react to early morning starts, but he's a very, very intelligent cricketer. He's an unbelievable player. He's getting better with age, but he's clever with the ball as well. He mixes the pace up well. He can swing the ball away from the right-hander, but he bowls knuckle balls, lots of different slow balls.
Yeah, you've got to eke out a wicket over here if you're Chitwan Rhinos, because you can't be sitting and waiting for things to happen, Darren.
No, you can't, and like I said, Kolsawala, they've not seen much of him. It's his first game in the tournament. They've drafted him in, and he's played really well. And Basisto, he's mainly a batter who can bowl off spin. I know he's been effective in one of the games, picking up 6 wickets, but with a bat, he's looked pretty solid, hasn't he, the last 2 games? He really has. He's the second highest run scorer after Shikhar for the Yaks.
Yes, and he's employed that reverse switch hit to very good effect. How good a surface is this, Darren? Just goes to show it's hard, true, good bounce, sporting wicket.
In fact, now he is the highest run scorer for the Yaks. I think he's taken over Shikhar, who only played in 4 matches. But the pitch is an absolute belter. Pitch 6, been used before. I think we saw some terrific games just a few days ago on this pitch, and it looked a belter this morning. It really did. I went out there for the first time thinking, this is solid. It's well recovered. The ground staff done a wonderful, wonderful job. They've watered it. They've had the sunshine to dry it out. There was no cold dampness to it whatsoever, and it's played beautifully.
Yeah, ball in the width of the stumps, in the channels. Saw Gulshan Jha sometime back when the visual is in the dugout. Here's the Gulshan Jha special loading today. He scored unbeaten 49 a couple of games ago. Certainly has the shots in the book, Darren, and if he gets going, he'll clear the ropes with consummate ease.
Absolutely. When you're looking at the score now, 81 for 2 or just 10.4, you've got to be thinking 9 and over going on in, or 10 and over. You've got 8 wickets in hand. You've got to be looking around that. And it's anything between 160 and 180. As the ball just dribbles out to the outfield, they just take the 1 run. Good call in between the 2 Manahari Yaks batters. Looks an happy dugout. Happy dugout, Mikel. They look happy.
Yeah, Gulshan Jha, Dev Khanal, a lot of batting to come. They've increased the depth by changing the top order and bringing in Kolsawala. Good move with the Karnali Yaks over here. Chadwick Walton as well is going to come in. Sompal Kami, Arjun Garti has been amongst runs. Yeah, it's a good mix. And this partnership worth 48 and 36. A bit of a misfield, recovers well. He'll only keep it to 1. Good, nice start here for Ravi Bopara as well. Gives away only 4 runs in his first over. It's 83 for 2.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जिउँ।
Curiosity दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ। इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
नियोको solar water heaters, water purifiers. Chimneys like gas hops से बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123*6#.
4 with 1 ball to spare. Bopara was amongst runs for them, but the Yaks just managed to sneak out a win. Kolsawala. He's loading and he started off so well. How difficult is it for a player to just be drafted into the side and come out and put up an effort like this, Darren?
Well, it's nothing to lose. Let's look at it like that. He's come in, he's flown in. What did he do last night? Straight in, gets the kit. He hadn't even got a name on his back. Not had time. And he's straight out in the middle in the heat of the action. But I'll tell you what, he's definitely impressed me. You've seen him a few times, haven't you, Mikel? And you told me he's a good striker of a cricket ball, gets off to a flyer.
Yeah, he likes to dominate. He does not allow the bowlers to get on top of him. They're very fearless. That's how he plays his cricket. But at the moment, the Rhinos need to break this partnership. He's looked good in this tournament, Bosisto. How good a surface is this? Square of the wicket, down the ground. And the partnership as well with that single was 50 now.
The partnership, 50-38, we've talked, haven't we, throughout the tournament, the importance of partnerships. It's almost been old-fashioned type cricket where if you can get a good couple of partnerships within the innings, you know you're going to get a good total on the board where the spinners have come into play. But this looks a slightly better pitch. I think both teams have realised the importance, if they're going to bat first, of getting a good score. And the Yaks have got a good platform now.
Yeah, he's played smart cricket. Very well done, Kolsawala. Drafted into the side, playing his first game in the big eliminator. And he brings up a 50. And what a way to do it in a crunch game.
Well, he's got Titan on the bat, but that is a Titan innings. It really is a needed innings for the Yaks. 50 from 36 deliveries, an amazing strike rate of just under 139. Fantastic. 6 fours, 2 sixes. A good addition to the Yaks lineup.
Yeah, you talk about the impact a batter can make up front. Darren, just a piece of number. Yaks have hit 7 fours in total in the last 12 overs, and 6 have come from the bat of Kolsawala.
There you go. He's happy. He's come into the side. 6 fours and 2 sixes. Fantastic. Really has been a wonderful.
For the Yak. They'll be happy with this signing. The analyst did his job.
He certainly is. That
God, we feeling vindicated, the ownership, the management. We set the saddle on the right horse, they're saying.
They did indeed. They did, and the Rhinos are the one on the back foot at this moment in time. Really are. Won the toss, decided to have a bowl, which was the right decision, I think. It's a good pitch. Though if there were going to be anything in this wicket, it was going to be that first 2-3 overs. If they could just nip out a couple with the left arm. Experienced Sahel Tanvir and Dakal.
He's always been cheeky, and he's always fancied that shot as well. And it has come with great amount of dividends. Bosisto gets a 4 to end over number 12. 7 runs coming off it. It's 90 for 2.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट आइपीको सुपर वालेटमा
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नेरोजोन
Nioco solar water heaters. Water purifies. Chimneys like gas hops like Pusikosa. Your way of quality living. Prastutsa 10 Blast. Atut Mazboot Samanda 10 Blast. Pipes, fittings, tanks. Member of 10 Group. He was in daring mood, and after that shifted gears and brought up his first 15, his very first game, flown in yesterday, and he's done the job for the Yaks, and he's still looking strong in the middle. Jaikishan Kolsawala, 35-year-old wicketkeeper batter from Gujarat, and he's played a lot of franchise cricket over the years. Taking the pace off the ball, playing it with soft hands. Then at some point, the left-arm spinners have to come in. How much longer would you want to keep them away from the game?
Well, it is. They're trying to hide him, aren't they? They're trying to get rid of Kolsawala, but if I were Kolsawala, I'd just now be saying, right, Basisto take the risks, I'm going to bat, and I'm going to wait for those left-arm spinners. I'm in, and I'm going to go big. So Basisto has to be the one who takes the lead here and be the one who takes the risk. And if he can go on and Kolsawala and bat through, he has 3 figures.
Yeah, and interestingly, Malla has been having a good outing with the ball.
He does, but one thing Malla does, and I've talked about this, he has to bowl at the bigger boundary, but it's pretty even, the boundary measurements all around that 64 mark, and he does throw the ball up there. He is in the deep, thinking as skipper, when do I bring myself into the lineup? But he does lob it. He gets it high above the eye line, and Kolsawala will be thinking, nice.
Yeah, he's given that
A lovely little heave, but he finds the fielder in the deep. They'll get a couple of runs. A good use of his feet. He's looked a good batter. He's looked $1 million in the middle, Kolsawala.
Yes, these are some of the shots. That was a beautiful shot to get him off to a flyer, and another one through the leg side. He really has hit all round the ground. That one straight, and using his feet is beautiful.
Yeah, he picked his deliveries, picked the length early, played all around the ground, mixed caution with aggression, and threw caution to the winds when it mattered the most. Yeah, this is a great move by the Yaks, but a test for Kushal Malla as captain as well, Darren.
He does, and I think he's struggling straight off a plane. He's getting the physio out. Something's going on. He doesn't feel great.
Yeah, you got to hydrate yourself. It's a warm, sunny afternoon with a bit of nip in the air as well, and this is how things look like at the moment. Who will it be? The Rhinos or the Yaks that will move into qualifier 2, which will be played tomorrow on the 19th. And then we have a very big contest lined up later in the day. Sudur Paschim Royals, number 1 versus number 2. The Janakpur Bolts take on each other in qualifier 1, and the loser of qualifier 1 will take on either Chitwan Rhinos or Karnal Yaks. And the big final on December 21st.
Yeah, been a fantastic tournament. It really has at the moment. Well, Kolsawala gets a little bit of treatment from the Karnal Yaks physio. Helmet's back on. He's had his drink. He's had his painkiller, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Right, Darren, how was the day's break? What did you do? How was the day's break? What did you do?
What, the break yesterday? Oh, I didn't do much, to be honest. Just watched a bit of TV. I went for a massage. I just enjoyed it, and it's just nice to get a bit of downtime, isn't it? I went for a little walk, actually, along the streets in Nepal, near the hotel. Really enjoyed it, little walk.
Wow, that's some banner. I hope I can read through all of it. Messi fan, Sompal fan. Yeah, he's picked that. And he finds the fielder. The break may have broken the momentum, but Bopara strikes and gets the danger man, Kolsawala. This is a huge moment in the game.
Wow, I don't know what he had in that drink. There was something going on, wasn't it? The physio called into play. He's obviously struggled straight off an aeroplane into the middle. Played a wonderful innings of 50. But Bopara, a clever performer. And there we go, just hit it straight to the fielder at short fine. And the star man, who's been brilliant for the Yaks at the top, 53 from 39 deliveries. There he goes, Korsharad. Ball Bopara, 53 from 39 balls, and the Yaks are in good position, 94 for 3.
Yeah, big moment here for the Rhinos. Just an opening they were looking for as Gulshan Jha walks out, a strike rate of 110. Those 49 runs were a treat to the eyes for any cricket fan and viewer. He looked so good in that essay. 230s for him, very destructive, and what a time as well to make an entry. Stage is set, platform laid, Darren.
It is, they're in a good position here, the Karnal Yaks, but the Rhinos, big wicket up, getting Kolsawala. Got him off to a good start. I think any time soon now we might see the left-arm spinner come into the attack. Saying that, he's just come to the crease. He does bat left-handed, but he's just to the crease.
Yeah, I like the way Sompal Kami and that think tank has been working their batting lineup over here. Another left-handed batter. Wonder what's going through Kushal Malla's mind.
Yeah, right, left. There's a replay of the wicket. Just LT on its way. Nothing wrong with the shot. It's just aerial. The fielder's in the right place. Good bit of captaincy. There's a slower ball from Ravi Bopara. Bit of an off-cutter, and there it is. Good catch.
what an over. Only 4 runs and the big wicket of Kolsawala. That's Ravi Bopara. 13 gone, 94 for 3.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
मैच को मिठो साथी फिजाल्स नमकीन जति खाए पनि खाउ लाग्ने DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Karnali X, and finally in the 14th over, Captain Kushal Malla says it's time to bring in left arm spin. Remember there's Ranjit Kumar as well.
Just call me Captain Gough. Captain in the side from up here in the comms box. There he is, 8 wickets in the series so far. Good average, 19, and economy. Pretty impressive too.
That could have just gone to self-destruction as well, shy of the stumps, and they'll run on the overthrow. All happening here. Opportunity gone, a begging, and they'll steal a second run as well. Oh, the vibe out there is wonderful, and who better to give us a feel of it? Andrew Leonard right in the midst of all the action.
Thanks, Mikhail. I'll tell you, the buzz up here in the crowd is quite incredible, and some of the stories from some of these fans, you can see who some of them are supporting. Karnali fans here. Who's been your favorite player for Karnali this tournament?
For me, it's Bisisto. He played exceptionally well as well, and he has played for the team as well. The new player, Jackison, has done exceptionally well today. He has just opened the batting card as well.
He's brought it all together, hasn't he, Kolsawala? What about you, sir? What's been your favorite moment of the tournament? I know you're supporting the Chitwan Rhinos.
Well, there have been several favorite moments for him, but one of them is that moment when you put the Dhaka Tobi in the brain Lara's head, and every other English commentator. Thank you very much, Leonard. And for being a Chitwan Rhinos fan, the favorite moments are those. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Oh, we've got a topi in our head. Listen to some of these stories here now. Now, you had a big moment earlier in the tournament, sir, didn't you? Did you have a chance at 25,000 rupees and you dropped it?
Yeah, I dropped it. That was a very nice moment for me. That was a very excellent moment for me to catch the ball, but I missed it. That was.
What went wrong?
Actually, I am hot, so I can't give my full effort with 2 hands. My hand is broken, so I can't give my full effort. So.
Well, maybe when Kushal Malla comes to bat, you're going to get another chance. We've got a wicket. We're going back upstairs. See you guys.
There is Kushal Malla once again, the partnership breaker, hesitant to bring himself on, and when he does, he's finally got the big wicket of Gulshan Jha.
Yeah, the skipper, he's kept himself back until the new batter comes to the crease. Gulshan Jha just trying to push it round on the leg side for 1, but he's a clever performer. Is Malla. A little bit of turn, but missed other than that. Missed a straight one, let's be fair. Malla's delighted, the Rhinos are delighted. Gulshan Jha, a dangerous player, goes for 0, 0, duck, however way you want to put it, and the Yaks, 97 for 4.
Just an opening here, the Rhinos were looking for. 2 wickets in the space of 3 runs as Walton walks out. He's had his moments too in this competition, 230s for him, and a strike rate under 110.
Yeah, strange really. 2 right-handers at the crease now. Malla kept himself out of the attack, wanted to bowl at the right-handers. The left-handers have thrown it away. Kolsawala's gone, and Gulshan Jha's gone, and now they're left with 2 right-handers at the crease. Bisisto, who's been fantastic for the Yaks, and now Chadwick Walton, who I think's a very good player. Been around again, experience, good player.
And he's off the mark immediately as well, with a single down to long gone. Yeah, let's head back to Nepal's very own Andrew Lenny.
Yes, thank you so much, Mikhail. I want to tell you one more story. This is Karuna here. Karuna, you've come from Chitwan. What time did you leave this morning?
We leave at the 2 a.m. for the cricket match towards the NPL from Chitwan to Kathmandu. We haven't eaten anything. We just came here at early 9 a.m.
This one's reverse swept away for 4. It's going to get us to the end of the 14th over. Another boundary for Karnali. We got happy fans on both sides. So did you get on a bus at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, we came and bus here at 2 a.m. We haven't eaten anything. We all are hungry. We Chitwan fans all are hungry here.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
DHI Happier Home. Today's hai.
Any Suda Prashim fans here? Where's the Suda Prashim? We got a Suda Prashim fan. Remember, they're the best supported team in the tournament. Who's going to win the tournament, sir?
I guess Suda Prashim is going to win this tournament.
Okay. Guys, we're going to get back up to you in the commentary box. It's fever up here. Loving the NPL.
I'll tell you what, Andrew and Darren, they may be Sudur Paschim fans, they may be Karnali Ag fans, but all of them are quite certainly Andrew Lennart fans, Darren.
Yeah, he knows how to play, doesn't he? Lenny loves it. They love the old Andrew Leonard. They love his haircut, lack of it. And he wears that topi well, doesn't he? Really, really well. Ranjit Kumar will come into the attack now as well. Another bit of left arm. 2 right-handers at the crease. Good move from Mallet, the skipper.
Absolutely, Darren. But just listening to the fans, that young girl leaving at 12 a.m., taking a bus, coming to watch this game. Office has given a holiday for them to come and watch this match. Unprecedented love, acceptance for cricket. And in real sense, it's the festival of the Himalayas. What a celebration. Good opportunity, meanwhile, for the Rhinos, Darren.
Yeah, they've got themselves back into the game now. And if you look at the current run rates here, to keep going at where they are, they're going to get a 145. They'll be aiming more for that 9 and over, around 155, which I think would be a kind of par score.
Yeah, the plan is simple. One of these batters will take matters into their own hands. And looks like Walton also is just about fighting and finding that striking zone of his.
Yeah, I think Chadwick Walton is a player who prefers pace coming onto the bat rather than spin.
How wonderfully he launched into this one. Went down on his knee. It was Fuller, full stretch and follow through. Chadwick Walton's warming up in the middle.
It is, and what tends to happen here, it's been a festival of sixes, 295 sixes now, Siddhartha Bank 6, and there he goes. Once you get the ball aerial here in Nepal, it sails, it flies, and it travels a long way, and it's good enough from Walton for a maximum.
Nicely struck. Make that 2 and 2. Chadwick Walton means business in the middle. 1 in front, 1 behind square.
Well, this is what it's about. The fruit machine. They're on fire here now. A bit of a quiet time, a couple of wickets down. But there we go, Chadwick Walton comes into the crease. Blowing down the order. But he started off with 2 magnificent strikes. 2 sixes.
Siddharth Bank sixes, crossing ropes, creating hopes. Nicely played. Oh, he's got some bat on it, looks like. And that'll race away for a 4. 18 runs coming off over number 15. And this has been a good counter-attack and turnaround for the Yaks after a lot of blip in the middle. They finish on 120 for 4 in 15. We have an exciting 5 overs lined up.
Prepare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै है
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नेरोजो
Oh, it's coming to life here for the Yaks. The last over, a really good one, thanks to Chadwick Walton. It's me alongside HD Ackerman to take you through the last 5 of this innings. The last 3 balls of the previous over, Chadwick Walton got a big hold of the ball. 2 massive sixes and then this one to finish this off with a boundary. Sisto this time. He's done well to anchor the innings at the other end. Part of a couple good partnerships now.
Good crowd already in here. Expect there to be an empty seat once the afternoon game starts, when the 2 big guns go head-to-head to see who will progress straight to that final on the 21st. The altering of the batting order seems to have worked for the Yaks. The introduction of a new overseas player at the top of the order.
They've completely flipped the batting order up. And it was a really good half century as well from the new man, Kolsawala. 53 off 39.
Proved problematic for the Rhinos' tactics, really. Kushalmala likes to bring himself on early, but he resisted that because of the left-hander.
Maybe a height issue. They've had a good start, and 160 might not be off the cards here.
Maybe a little bit of height, maybe a bit of doubt of where that pitched as well. But it was very tight on that leg stump for Sohail Tanvir.
He's just struggling a little bit with the altitude, maybe. Had the physio come out to see him as well. Loud shout from Basisto. And they're going well, these two. Do not want to make any dumb mistakes. No run-outs. Not when Chadwick Walton's struck 1 4 and 2 6s. In the fashion that he has.
acknowledges that it was an error on his behalf.
An eventful over comes to an end. 16 gone. It's 127 for 4. Support for both sides, the Rhinos and the Yaks, as we're poised at 127 for 4 with 4 overs to come. At this rate, they get to just under that 160 with 159, and a decent partnership starting to form as well. 30 off 15 between these two. The skipper, Kushal Malla, coming in for a second. Goes down the ground this time, Chadwick Walton, and he won't find the boundary. There's confusion again between the wickets. They've got to start communicating better, these two.
I think what the bowling card suggests is that there's the matchups haven't worked today. Kushal Malla didn't bowl himself early because of the left-handers, bowled Sharad. Sharad went for 37 in his 4 overs. Then he brought Ranjit on to bowl left-arm spin to the right-handed Walton. Ranjit's gone for 18 in 1.
Sweeps this time.
Now, the pick of the bowlers, who so far has been Kushal Malla, so far, anything can happen. If he continues in this manner, he's probably not going to bowl his allotted 4 overs.
This is a biggie. Goes down the ground and he'll find the crowd. Chadwick Walton. This is his 3rd 6.
Well, that was just floated up by the skipper. Ranjit went the distance. Left arm spin to right hander, something that the left armers like to do. But Walton fancies this, and he fancies this sort of pace as well. The platform has been laid. It's now time to put the foot down.
He's a powerful man. And when he gets a hold of it, it's guaranteed to end up in the stands. Slow again, and this is a missed opportunity, misjudged. Trying to go up and over the offside and patted down. Top shot this. And very well fielded in the deep.
He didn't quite find the middle of the bat here, Basisto. Came down the wicket, but he was undone by the length. But what a bit of fielding here in the deep. That is quite exceptional if that hasn't gone for 4. Brilliant. Saved 2. Luke Benkenstein, the fielder at long on.
A bit too short. Will Basisto pulls, and Will Basisto finds the boundary. Turned out to be an expensive over from the captain, Kushal Malla. It's 17 gone, the Yaks 142 for 4. 142 for 4, 17 gone. They've got 3 overs to come, and the partnership now 5 runs shy of 50 runs. 2 set batters, and the Rhinos have a bit of a headache on their hands because this game could slip away. It's a big total and looking like it's going to get bigger.
Captain Sampal Kami said at the toss that he wanted around about the 160, and I must admit I had to blink because they haven't got to 150 in this entire tournament yet. Their batting's really been a real weak link, but they're well on their way to achieving that target. Here's Dakal.
Inside out, into the offside, and that's another boundary. Good looking stroke from Chadwick Walton.
He's in the mood here, Walton. A little bit of width with the left hander going across and clears that left leg, as they so often do when looking for boundaries at the back end.
That's a poor delivery. Low full toss, down leg, and helped away for another boundary. Back-to-back 4s. Rijan Dakal needs to find his mark soon because the 50-run partnership has come up 53 off 23 deliveries, and Chadwick Walton is in a mood.
Well, Dakal's been impressive for the Rhinos, but more with the new ball at the beginning inside the power play, rather than at the back end where there's been some struggles for him. Chadwick Walton now striking at it. Well, that is impressive.
Calling for 2. He'll settle for 1. Basisto just having a quick chat with Chadwick Walton. 150 is passed, and the last 50 comes in just 20 deliveries. It's the reverse, and he gets a hold of it this time. Will Basisto is going to pick up 6 for this.
Wow, what a shot this is. What a shot by Will Basisto. Brave and perfect. The Yaks are coming good at just the right moment here. Basisto is 1 away from his second half century in the tournament.
49 off 36. 3 4s, 2 6s, and 1 run away from a half century. He has had a real impact for the Yaks. Brings out the switch hit again. And he's going to get his half century. 50 comes up. Nearly a chance. Not taken, and it's 50 off 37 for Will Basisto.
That's an exceptional innings. Exceptional innings from just 37 deliveries. He's been the pick of their players, Will Basisto, with bat, with ball in the field. And I wouldn't be surprised if the contract has already been drawn up, and maybe with a little increase as well, because they'll want to hang on to him for season 2, that's for sure.
A bit too wide, and this time it's slapped. Past point for another boundary. This has been a very expensive over from Rijan Dakal. 18 overs gone. The Yaks are 162 for 4. 20 runs off the last over. It was an expensive one for the Rhinos. And the Yaks are starting to get themselves in a very comfortable position here in the first innings. They've passed that 160 mark that Sampal Kami had set at the toss. And it's Sohail Tanvir for his final. Comes down the track. It will be a misfield, and they'll pick up 2 runs.
Good innings. Yeah, took his time up front, brought out the trademark reverse sweep and sweep. And then when Walton walked to the wicket, his acceleration took place. But he's gone now. He's gone now, and perishes in the cause, but a lovely innings again from Will Basisto.
He should be very, very happy with his effort today. Ash at his side, brought up the order. Sohail Tanvir picks up his 2nd wicket. Tried to be unorthodox again, Will Basisto, and the ball manages to find the leg stump. A good innings comes to an end, a very handy innings comes to an end as he goes for 52 off 39. The Yaks are 164 for 5. Dave Canal coming in a lot later in the order than he would have expected. His job, get Walton on strike.
And I thought he had done it. Walton turned him down. Just nudged it into cover. Walton said, no, stay right there. He hasn't a good tournament, but he's a good player.
Yeah, both he and Gulshan Jha, good players, just haven't quite found the form that they would have liked here at the NPL. Into the leg side. It's a bit too full. He can't get under it as well as he'd like, but it's 2 runs picked up.
I think when you're 5 down now and you've just got 8 deliveries remaining, both batters are going to be looking to just try and find boundary after boundary here. They want the big finish. They're eyeing out 180. Tanvir's been good again.
At 40, continues to pick up wickets, 2 for 22. Got the early breakthrough today. Nearly chopped on. But it's Walton now who's on strike.
You can never be critical of the way that Basisto's got out here, because it's a shot that has been so successful for him throughout the tournament against both seam and spin. He is so comfortable playing the ball behind him with sweeps and reverse sweeps, so just went to a strength that didn't pay off for him. Well, his team in Western Australia, he plays for the team called University in Western Australia. They've progressed to the final of the local T20 competition, so they'll have him for that.
Worked into the leg side, and a good time to have him back as well. 19 gone, it's 168 for 5.
So that signal that was made there was just to show that there is an in-game penalty that has been imposed upon the Rhinos for a slow over 8. They haven't managed to finish their overs in the allotted time, and so an extra fielder has to come inside the 30-yard circle. 5 fielders have to be inside the 30-yard circle. They've gone to Rijan Dakal here again to finish things off. It's gone for 40 and 3. He's going to be under tremendous pressure, this young guard.
Under pressure, and with Chadwick Walton to face, who's 42 off 18. It's the last over, past the 160 mark, and Walton could make this a big over.
Well, he can't afford to be down the leg side with 2 men up inside the 30-yard circle behind square on that leg side.
That's hit hard, right past his hand, and they'll pick up 2 runs again.
Walton clears his left leg, virtually standing like a baseballer. He bowls it in that hitting zone. He just opens up the area from deep mid-wicket all the way around to point if he gets the length wrong.
That's a misfield, and it's going to cost them some runs. Should have had that covered. Might have a run out. They'll scamper across. It's going to be 2 byes. Not what you want from your keeper at this time.
This is horrendous cricket from the keeper. First and foremost, he makes the mistake, which then leads to 2 because he doesn't even bother to go to the stumps. He just stands in his same position. The throw comes in. The keeper stands.
Looking for the second, looking for the second! And they pick it up.
Great running from Dev Kanal, understanding the situation, the need to get Walton back on strike. He was almost ready to sacrifice himself. He was always going to take 2. He gets his head down, he touches, and he's going.
Rijan Dakal trying to keep them as full and wide as possible from Chadwick Walton. 46 now of 21 deliveries. A slight nick, and he's going to be run out. In fact, I think it's going to be Dave Kanal who's run out on this one. Turning out to be a very good over, though, this from Rijan Dakal.
Just looking for absolutely everything here in the final over. Little cutter, pace taken off, holes in the surface, and this time the job's done. So Kanal goes for 3. The Yaks, they're in a strong position here. 174 for 6.
It's the captain coming out in the middle. Moves across the line. And just the one delivery to come, turning out to be an exceptional over here from Dakal.
Needed a direct hit. And got one. Right, Walton on strike. He needs 4 for a half century. It's the final delivery of the 20 overs. The Yaks are in a good position. Deserves a 50 here. Chadwick Walton has played quite brilliantly.
That is going to be a dot to finish the innings. He was expecting a wide. This is well bowled. He's going to have a quick chat with the umpire as he walks off. Regardless, the 20 overs are done. It's 175 for 6 on the board for the Yaks. It's been a very decent innings with the bat.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I know what Chadwick Walton's saying. He feels as though the umpire has moved the wide line because of where he's standing, but that was his original stance. But I think that the ball from Duckhull was within that tram line. Really good innings from Chadwick Walton, unbeaten on 46, and the Yaks will be more than happy with their morning's performance. The Rhinos, they're going to have to play very, very well, unless if they want to not go home.
But 2 half centuries and 1 almost getting to a half century. It's been really good with the bat today. Kolsawala, a new addition, comes in 53 off 39 for him. Will Basisto was exceptional today, 52 off 39 for him. And Chadwick Walton, what an innings towards the end, 46 off 23. Unlucky to not get to that half century mark for himself, but he has played very well. Some decent looking partnerships as well between Kolsawala and Basisto. 59 off 46. He had a good one with Zishan Maksud up as well, 29 off 23. And that last one, Walton and Basisto, 67 off just 29 deliveries, setting themselves 175 for 6.
I don't think they got their bowlers quite right today. The Rhinos got caught up in the old matchup discussion, and it didn't really work out for them. Sahel Tanvir bowled exceptionally well. And there's 2 for 20. 2 for 24. Ravi Bopara just bowling the 2 overs. There's a surprise right there. Oh, the new man arrived this morning. 8:30 this morning. He was drafted into the side, Kosawala from India, and he played beautifully. Rick went without scoring yet again. That's 2 matches without troubling the scorers. This man, this left-hander, played quite beautifully. Zishan Maksud walked in at number 3, and he too didn't trouble the scorers much, went for 14. This was a good partnership between Basisto and Kolsawala. Kolsawala, the aggressor, Basisto, the nudger and the nerdler, the sweeper and the reverse sweeper. Unlucky that, good catch at a short fine leg. Gulshan Jar was sent in to try and accelerate things, but that didn't work out either. Instead, it was left to the man from the Caribbean, who went after Ranjit. 1 over the left arm spinner bowled, and he went for 18 in that 1 over. This partnership might very well be a match-winning partnership. The 2 overseas professionals doing what they paid to do.
Yeah, batted in emphatic fashion until that dismissal. 52 off 39 for Will Basisto. And a quiet over in the end, thanks to some really good bowling from Rijan Dakal. 176 from 20 is what they need, the Chitwan Rhinos, when they come back. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the chase.
Well, it's business time here at the Siddhartha Bank in Nepal Premier League, powered by Ncell. 4 games are going to decide the champions. We're starting this morning with the Eliminator. And it's been the best batting performance of the tournament from the Karnali Yaks. What an inspired move by Gyan Endramala and his backroom team to get Jai Kishan Khalsawala into the side. He knows this ground so well. He made 53, Basisto made 52, but the most impactful innings of the lot was Chadwick Walton's 46 off 23, as the Yaks are going to have to be satisfied with their 175 for 6. Let's get a look at this partnership in particular between Walton, who played incredibly impactfully right from the off, took a real liking to Kushal Malla. The occasional bad one from the skipper. He was only introduced very late into the attack because of the left-handers at the crease. Occasional moment of fortune and then some real innovation, particularly from Basisto, who continued his fine tournament. And this total, 7th highest of the entire tournament, by far the Yaks' best. They didn't appear in the top 20. They've somehow turned it around with their batting. Their bowling has generally been pretty good, so they will think at this halfway stage that they're right on top. The Rhinos may have it all to do. That 2 for 24 for Sohail Tanvir, the pick for the bowlers, without doubt. We do think it's a very good batting surface, maybe one of the best we've seen in the tournament, but Sampal Kami's men will stride out there with a real jig in their step, having played so well. Maybe a little bit of a surprise to see Bipin Rawal striding out to open the batting again. He's not been in good form. He dropped a catch of Will Basisto when he was on just none. That cost 52. And he will need to play better alongside Hassaneh Sakhail. Got a really good atmosphere building up. Not quite a full house yet because all those Sudar Prashim fans have hogged the tickets for this afternoon, as of some of the Bolts fans, but we will have a sellout this afternoon, as Will Basisto will have his job to play with the ball too. Great to be into the playoffs. Wonder will we see Gulshan Jha with the ball today after the marathon of the group stages. It's a sprint to the finish. Look at those numbers as I welcome Manali Patel. 36 runs in 8 matches. You talk about faith, maybe raw faith with a batter at the top. He's got it all to do, Manali.
They're going to need a solid start here, the Rhinos. This is a massive total, 175 put on the cards. Hassaneh Sakhail, best of 65. He's had 1 really good innings, got a good start in the previous game as well. He'll need to kick on today. And he'll need to work on reducing the number of dot balls as well, because yeah, he can strike them out of the park, but he's not the best to pick up the singles and the doubles. And Sampal Kami going to start things off with the ball. 6 wickets to his name, a best of 1 for 20, but he's led well from the front. Conditions, they're favorable for some batting today. And they need 176 from their 120 deliveries here. They'll be hoping to make the most of these power play overs, the first 6 overs, the fielders inside, especially with Sakhail out in the middle. He can hit a long ball. Want to try and use that to his advantage right now, right here. It's the Eliminator.
Inside edge, saves Sakhail. If not, that was very full and very straight. Yeah, his 8th game, he's only batted 4 times, Bipin Rawal. 11, 17, 5 and 3. He's opened the last 2 times. Then he was at number 3 the other 2 games. I just wondered if, a little bit like Dev Canal was used in a different role today, whether they might have looked to utilise Bipin Rawal in a different manner. Big surprise for me is Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton, still not in the 11. They've dropped Basil Hamid, and in comes Luke Benkenstein. See him with the ball either, did we? That's more like it for Rawal. That'll give the Nepal under-19 player a lot of confidence. It's a boundary, a stylish one too. Bit of width from Kami, punished and put away.
starts very well today. A shot of confidence from Bipin. Got himself in some good balanced position as well there. We've got Dave Canal mic'd up as well. Hello, Dave. Can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Ooh.
It's the eliminator.
Let's go. Let's go, boys.
To play for today. Do you find yourselves in a very comfortable position, getting a lot of runs on the board in that first innings?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a good total on the board, and hopefully the bowling attack we have. So hopefully we can, defend it.
What's your take on the wicket?
Wicket is quite good today, I guess, and everyone who bats, everyone is coming in the dressing room and telling like wicket is good, but there is a bit of spin as well there. Stop it, Shapaji.
Really good diving stop from Zishan Maqsood. Dev, Lenny here, mate. How are you?
How are you, sir? I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, good to hear from you as always. Mate, how have you been enjoying the tournament yourself?
Yeah, bits of ups and downs. I mean, part of the journey, so learning and growing.
That's very much a Monty Desai mantra, isn't it? I love to hear that. Are you satisfied with the couple of times you've got in and got some runs for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I could have, maximized a couple of more opportunities, I guess. Oof. Good stop.
And Dev, were you happy to play that new role down the order today? I know so often, every time I've watched you, you'll be opening the batting or batting at number 3.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a new role, so every role, is something, to grow and learn, and today is a different role. I mean, I can hit some at last, so I'm a bit of confidence as well, but didn't get that much of balls to play, so happy to see other batters scoring runs and making the opportunity like counting and scoring a good total on the board. Catch it, catch it, catch it. Let's go, boys, let's go. Come on.
There's a chance. It's taken. Gulshan Jha takes the catch in the end, and it's an early breakthrough. It's the man they needed some runs from up at the top. It's Ezekiel. And Sompal Kami, the captain, gets the breakthrough.
Absolutely clocked. Right off the toe of the bats, and Gulshan Jha's never going to drop that. He will have felt it was there to hit the trademark. Nabir Ezekiel shot that one over mid-on. And out come the trademark Kami press-ups. He loves those ones, as do the fans seeing them on the big screen. You heard Dev Canal say, let's go, boys. They've got one early. Ezekiel's gone for one. It's 7 for 1.
Nice one, Sunday. Good finish. पाजी लास्ट बॉल है ठीक है फिर ऊपर ही रहो शिक्की पाजी
Luke Benkenstein in at 3.
Ooh.
Starts with a nice full ball. Gets us to the end of the first. It's 7 for 1 the score. Dev, I'm still with you here.
Yeah, sir.
Just want to ask you, have you been able to put your finger on where the team batting struggles have gone wrong in the tournament and how you were able to turn that around today? Gainendra Malla must have played a big role.
Yeah, I mean, the way Jai Kishan Kosawala came in and, contributed to the team in very first match, it was a sign of a very good player who played a lot of cricket in these conditions and as well as in such kind of wickets. So good changes, I guess, today, left and right combination, and we have been struggling. So like it's a good, good batting performance today by the team.
You've also passed 150 for the first time. Completely changed that batting card. What were the discussions around that batting lineup today before you started?
I mean, the discussion is pretty simple. It's a big game, so let's keep things simple and just go through the balls like on the merit and play on the line of the ball and just play the natural game. And I guess everything is pretty much went into it and bat really nicely.
2 half-centuries in the batting card, 1 almost half-century with Chadwick Walton on 46. Was there a lot of confidence in the dugout before you came out in the second innings?
Yeah, I mean, Chadi also gets a new role today, a bit lower down the order, and the way he smashes the bowlers. I mean, everyone knows how West Indian flavor is, so he shows some West Indian flavor as well today. And happy to see some good performances with the bat by the boys, and hopefully we can, defend the target and continue the momentum.
Yeah, he's good fun to have around the camp as well, isn't he, Chadwick Walton? Ever charismatic. We'll just watch this ball. I want to ask you about the bowling now after this one. Hit towards Dev Canal and he can't cut it off. Always going. Well ride to his right, and Bipin Rawal gets a second boundary. That's a super 4 powered by Ensel 4G. Dev, you're probably out of breath there, but can I just ask you about young Bipin Sharma in particular, 16 years of age. Quite a marvellous tournament he's been having. Just seeing if you can still hear me, Dev, asking you about young Bipin Sharma, the 16-year-old spinner.
Yeah, I mean, he's a founder of the tournament, I guess. And he's bowling very well on the right channel, a pretty confident guy, and loves to, do it for the team. Bold. Good areas.
Dev, just going to keep you for one final question. Though you've got a lot to focus on there in the game.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is it as simple as 3 matches, 3 wins, and you'll get your hands on that iconic trophy?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a pretty balanced side, and the way we have performed after losing continuous matches, starting the tournament, and the way we bounce back, especially hats off to the bowler, the way they bowled, the way they deliver for us, and hopefully today is the day they can again defend the target and going forward to the tournament and doing good stuff as a team.
Mate, want to wish you all the best as always. Loving following your journey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the captain of the Nepal under-19s in January, really talented young leader, and he hasn't got the runs he maybe would have wanted in this tournament. 150, 123, got to open the batting with Shikhar Dhawan, and now down the order, but he'll have a big role to play for the Yaks going forward, particularly if they can get through today. Who knows? Might be an upset. They only squeezed in 4th place. They may well be in that grand final on Saturday.
Luke Benkenstein back in the side today. Had to come in quite early thanks to an early wicket picked up by Sompal Kami.
Much more like it. Rawal playing with intent. Width on offer, pace too. It's his 3rd boundary. And the small little left-hander finally showing his worth for the Rhinos.
But they need a lot more of these. Goes to the offside this time. Gets a good piece of it as well. He started positively, and the intent is very clear. Up and over the infield as it races away for a boundary. And then Yadav's been another impressive find as well in this tournament. He bowls very well in the death overs, great control. I went awfully close to those mountains yesterday, Lenny. Ended up in Nagarkot in the afternoon.
Gorgeous scenes. We'll hear more about that in a moment. 2 have been bowled, 17 for 1. Yeah, beautiful scenes in the valley as always, but some great clarity too, which often isn't necessarily the case. Sometimes you get a haze and a smog, but yesterday, Manali, not just Chandragiri for you, Nagarkot as well. That's a big day of travel.
Yeah, I really got to thank Sandeep Lavichani for that one, actually, because we weren't planning on going to Nagarkot. He's like, no, you got to check it out. Well worth it. This is worked into the leg side. Should pick up 2. I mean, to all of our viewers, if you are a Nepali, first of all, I got to say, you've got a beautiful country. The scenery here is incredible. to have that Himalayan range. I did get to see Everest from very far, but I got to see Everest. For those of you who are not here, who are not Nepali, you got to come and visit this beautiful country. It has a lot to offer. Along with the beautiful mountains, it's got some really beautiful people, beautiful